Canadians are seeing their wealth climb to new heights. That's according to a new study focusing on key wealth categories. As real estate and stock markets soar, the Great Recession is becoming a distant memory for many. Scott Peterson is here with more on that. So, Scott, we're richer than we think. What are the highlights of this?
We are. We're more in debt than ever before, but at this particular moment in time, you're right. We are richer than ever before, and a lot of it has to do with our rising real estate prices that a lot of doomsayers out there think it's going to come down, but at this point, not going down anytime soon. So this is how much we are worth. This is according to a new survey out just this morning. All things in, we are worth almost $565,000. Now, we do have a lot of debt associated with that. A lot of that is the house prices. We have average debt, according again to the same survey, $122,000. You simply do some math, you subtract one from the other. Our average net worth, $442,000. That is a record, and that's up 9% year over year, and that's pretty much follows exactly what the real estate prices, and depending where you live, up is over this time last year.
Well, depending on where you live. So is this the same story right across the country?
It is sort of real estate-wise, but if you take a look at BC and those sky-high real estate prices there, they're worth almost $600,000 in BC alone, so a lot more than the rest of us. Alberta leapfrogging over Ontario for the first time, Ontario in third, and also among the top 20 cities, I thought your hometown of St. John's, they are the highest growth in savings and investment, but they're also the highest increase in debt at the same time.
So it's a mixed bag for back home, but
yep.
you know, you mentioned record debt. Not all debt is bad debt, right? There is such a thing as good debt.
That is, you know, when you're making an investment, whether you're a corporation or a person, you know, so mortgage debt, not necessarily a bad thing. And the survey goes on to say that this is actually a vote of confidence in the future, and this is actually a positive rather than a negative.
So does this mean the worst of the recession is behind us?
Well, once you start thinking that, that's when something could come up and bite you.
You get in trouble.
Yes, but we're up average, according to those numbers, about 30% from the dark days of 2008. But the real question mark is here is because all of our eggs are in one basket, and that basket is housing. If interest rates went up, what would happen then? And that's what has a variety of people concerned. International organizations looking at Canadian real estate saying, wow, things are a little bit high there.
So diversify. Now,
yes,
big gains in overseas markets. What can we expect to see in North America?
We're expecting to see pretty much a pretty raucous opening at this point. We are seeing numbers starting in the U.S. exchange from Friday being felt overseas. So lots of optimism about the recovery of the U.S. Economy, that is. London is up 54. The Dow futures indicating very strong, up 70 points. NASDAQ up 22. We had our own housing start numbers stronger than expected in this country, so we were seeing the Canadian dollar a little bit positive this morning, now up 16 basis points. Oil up 26 cents, and gold also drifting down by 20 cents an ounce.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Dave.
The Market Update is brought to you by IBM. See what the world's making today. Made with IBM.